In today's Beginner's Guide to Makeup, we're going to be discussing everything you need to know about lashes. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. The first thing you want to think about when choosing your lashes is your lash band. The lash band can come from like really thin and flimsy to really thick. The thinner the lash band, in my opinion, the more natural it will look in the eye and also the easier it is to apply. The thicker the lash band, the more dramatic the lash, and can also be a lot trickier to apply, particularly in the inner corner. I always find that it pops off and you kind of need a really dramatic base on the eye, so a smoky eye or a thick winged liner to cover the lash band so it looks more seamless on the eye. The next thing you want to think about is trimming your lashes. The lashes come in a standard length, and of course everyone has different eye shapes, so it is important to trim the lashes to suit you so they fit better on the eye. I promise this is not as scary as it sounds. It's actually really easy. You want to start on the outer edge of the lash. The reason for this is because the inner corner of the eye is actually really sensitive and it can leave a sharp edge on the lash, which can scrape off your lids and just become a little bit uncomfortable or itchy throughout the day. You want to start on the outer edge of the lash and just trim a very small amount. If you look closely at the lash, you'll see like little clusters, and you want to just take maybe one cluster at a time. Work in small amounts, and also make sure you measure both lashes together and kind of trim them together so you can see exactly how much you're taking, and also that both lashes are the same length, because then they will look uneven in the eye if you trim one lash more than the other lash. The next thing we want to think about is lash glue, and lash glue comes in so many different forms. You can get them in a tube, you can get them in an applicator. They also come in white, which turns into more of a transparent colour, and you also can get black lash glue as well. However, over the years I find myself reaching the white or transparent lash glue more than the black lash glue. I just feel it's a lot easier to use. If you do make any mistakes, it will dry clear and you can clean it up a lot easier than you can the black lash glue. I'd highly recommend using the applicator style lash glues for beginners in particular, because you have a lot more control and also a lot less waste as well. I do find with the tube glues like the Duo Lash Glue, when you're squeezing out the product, you can apply too much, you can put too much on the lash band, or you can just be left over with a lot of waste as well, and you can't put it back in the tube. So with the applicators, you just take out enough product, you just wipe it across the lash band, you have the exact amount of glue needed. It's a lot cleaner and a lot less waste as well, and I just find it so much easier to use. And the last thing you want to think about is your applicator, so like your tweezers or your lash applicator. You can use tweezers if you'd like. I've used tweezers for many years and it works absolutely perfectly. The next thing you could do is purchase a lash applicator, and these are great because they have a wider tip that I find that your lashes are a lot more comfortable to use. So if you just look down into a mirror, you can hold the whole lash band, and I feel like you have a little bit more control than you would with the tweezers. You also have the option of flipping it around and using the rubber bit at the end to press down on the lashes to make sure that they are stuck in place, and I find that this works absolutely great. Now I always go back with my tweezers just to make sure that they are connected, that my fake lashes are connected to my real lashes, that they're nice and stuck down so there's no gap in between the falsies and my natural lashes. So I hope that makes sense. However, just use whatever you feel comfortable with. It's just a personal preference. There's so many different styles of lashes and also different lash brands out there that I know can be super overwhelming, particularly for beginners. It's hard to know what's going to suit you, what kind of style you're looking for, what's going to complement your eye shape the best, and what's going to be easiest to apply. So I totally feel you guys. I know it's super difficult, and honestly the best thing to do is just trial and error. It's going to take a while to find out what looks the best on you and what suits you, but my best tips really are to choose lashes that have a thinner lash band, because like I said in the beginning of the video, they are so much easier to apply, a lot more comfortable on the eye, and you don't have to wear a lot of makeup with these types of lashes either, because they're so natural. They're like your lashes but longer or a little bit fuller. So they are my top tips to take into consideration when choosing your lashes. A couple of recommendations I have are the Allure lashes. So they have a great, very large collection of lashes. Two of my favorites would be from the Fluttery Light and Wispy collection. This one is empty because I'm wearing them right now. These are the 171s and I think they're absolutely beautiful. And then the ones that are a little bit more natural from these ones would be the 160s. So these are a lot more natural. So I'd go for these if I just want something nice and fluttery, if I just want to wear a little bit of BB cream and just have like my eyes the focus of the look and maybe a nice pop of colour on the lips or something. I would choose these. You literally don't have to wear any eye makeup with them. If I want something a little bit fuller, fluffier, but still natural, I would choose these ones. And they're the ones I'm wearing today. Another tip as well with the Allure lashes is they come with an applicator, but it's the wand applicator. So it's a perfect applicator for beginners as well. And if you do have your duo lash glue, I'd recommend hanging on to these applicators because you can use the applicators to apply your duo lash glue as well, so they'll always come in handy. So do make sure you hang on to them, don't throw them out, they will come in handy, I promise you. When I started applying lashes, I used the Red Cherry 43 lashes. You can get them on eBay, I think they're €2 or €3. It was a long time ago, but I remember the lash band in particular was so easy to work with, really easy to apply, and they're a nice kind of a next stage up from your natural lashes. They're not as natural as the Allure lashes like I said, but they are a nice kind of step up from them if you want something that's a little bit fuller, great for like going out, nights out, but not at your like dramatic stage of lashes. So they were a really great range of lashes, so I'd recommend the Red Cherries as well. Another great lash brand is Ardell, and I particularly love the Ardell Demi Wispies. They are a very, very natural lash. These are even more natural than the Allure lashes. I found that they had a very, very thin, almost transparent lash band, very, very easy to apply. If you're looking for something a little bit more on the dramatic side, the Allure also have a dramatic kind of nighttime range. The lash bands on these are a lot thicker, but I do prefer these over other dramatic lashes that I found on the market. So they do have the thicker lash band, but I still find that they're okay to apply compared to other dramatic lashes that I've found on the market, or some of them are just really, really heavy and kind of close down the eyes and feel really heavy as well. So these ones are dramatic but still not too much on the eye. They kind of tell you as well what you're looking for. Like this one is great if you want more volume, this one is great if you want something a little bit more dimensional. So I like the fact that they kind of explain what the lashes are and the style that you're going to achieve as well. So you want to look down into a mirror so you can see your full lash line, and then you want to take the lash right in the center and then place it down. Once that's in place, I like to take the end of the lash first and just kind of drag it to where it's meant to be. So usually just drag it down to where my lashes stop. If you apply the lash past where your lash stops, the lash can look too heavy for your eyes, almost like it's about to tilt off. Once I have the end in place, I then like to grab the inner corner and then pull the lash a little bit and then place it down. Once you have it in place, I like to go back with the end and then just press down on the lash. This is to make sure it's secure, nice and attached to the lid so it won't pop off. Another tip is to take your tweezers and just go right under the lashes and just start to pinch them together. So this is just like attaching your false lashes to your natural lashes, or right above your natural lashes, just so they're nice and secure. So that is pretty much it for this beginner's lesson on lashes. I really hope you learned something, and if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and tick that notification bell because it will notify you every time I upload a new video. And also don't forget to give it a nice thumbs up. Even a thumbs down is good because it really helps me out in the algorithm and really helps get my videos seen. So with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video and I hope I get to see you in my next one.